katawhan. Cebu Catholic Television Network.
I solemnly swear that I will faithfully
in a prosperous and free democracy can be built in the Philippines upon the ruins of war, the prestige of America, and the American way of life.
Más hermosa lección de diplomacia.
All this kindness, all this courtesy.
They cannot succeed without the support of our people. We cannot succeed without the support of our people.
But I was not fighting for lawyers, but for the people.
Nakakagana-gana na bumubuo sa isa-sampung kongreso.
In times of financial and economic stress,
I, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, fulfill my duties as President of the Philippines.
Maayong gabi mga higala, ako si Eric Espina, mo ni atong programang Politics and Beyond. And as usual, ang atong sawan o atong sabakon, kabahin sa pamulitika sa atong labi na sa kauluhan sa atong pinanggang o nasudnong republika. And we're very fortunate to have another voice who is part of one group. By the way, this program is open to everybody. Para lang kabalo mo nga, for me, credibility is very important. But we're really very fortunate to have former Congressman and Attorney Glenn Chong. Maayong gabi, Attorney and Congressman.
Kuya Eric, maayong gabi kanimo sa ato mga suking tingpananaw sa CCTN. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. First, I would like to apologize. I do not mean disrespect sa programa ni Kuya Eric and to himself, a person I really greatly respect. Nakakwilyo ko kaganina. Kaso lang,
nagbirde magugka.
Green lang ako gisulod. So, kung di ko magpuli, green lang gyapon, ang inyo makita ang akong ulo naglutaw-lutaw. Huwag ang akong mga kamot.
Tinood.
So,
pero angay man mo.
This is the only shirt I brought along with me, so pasensya na.
Pero I like the shirt, ha? Especially the name that's it. Kay Armani. Anyway, kuhan kaning Attorney Glenn, Kong Glenn. My first question, just for starters, basig ang mga nagtanaw na to, baka nakalimutan na nila, ay ito si Attorney Glenn ay matatawag nating kasama in close quotation mark. Lahat na sasabihin ko in close quotation mark, ha? Unit Team, FBFF ni Attorney Lisa Araneta Marcos, and then would have been COMELEC chair, if not COMELEC member, and then NTC head. So, what is keeping Attorney Glenn Chong busy now?
Actually, tinuod ba ito tanan gisod?
Tinuod yun.
I have been with the Marcoses. I have helped them sa ilahang election protest for 6 years. And mind you, wag yun sila gibayad na ako bisan piso. Because that has been my advocacy. Ang akong yung advocacy, mga kaisunan, is malimpyo, tarong, masaligan ang atong eleksyon. So I have been fighting this for the last 15 years of my life, even right up to this moment from 2010. So, daghan nakailan ako because of that advocacy, and I never wavered until natanggal yun si Smartmatic. But that's a different story. I can give you an inside story about that later kung may time pa ta. So, because of that, akong pagtabang sa mga mag-asawang Marcos, 6 years without paying. In fact, ang akong personal aid na nadisgrasya, kipatay sa mga pulis.
That was going to be one of my questions. Sige, go ahead.
Patay sa mga pulis. Ang iyang pangalan, si Richard Santillan. Iyang mama is from Butuan. May mga parinti siya dito sa Cebu. And gitorture siya sa mga pulis. And in fact, on March 13, 2026, napapriso yun ako ang 8 sa mga pulis.
Okay.
Nasintensyahan sila reclusion perpetua, duha. Ako ang private counsel, private prosecutor, kay namatay public prosecutor, fiscal. Ako ang private prosecutor, wag yun taon ako buhi ang kaso sa akong personal aid nga nagsakripisyo siyang kinabuhi tungod ni ini. So, after that, of course, I was close to them. Pero kung ang imong pangutana tinuod pang may unit team, take it from me, from the inside na magyugo dito sa headquarters. And
Dito gikas Forbes Park, if I remember.
ako dito sa Forbes Park.
Balay gid mismo ni
sa 52 Nara Street, Forbes Park. Mamanay na balay. 14 ang kang Martin Romualdez.
Okay.
52 sila.
Okay.
Nara Street. Every month.
Makati ha, katong wa makabalo sa Makati na siya.
South Forbes Park.
South Forbes Park.
North na South.
Okay.
Ang South mo na dikit sa Dasmariñas Village. Siyempre, pirmi ko na dito sa Dasmariñas Village because
Muapil ka kaon dito.
sa Dasmariñas, si Tingting Kuhangko o
Okay.
si Piping.
Okay.
They are very close friends of mine.
Okay.
Kay gitabangan man sa nila ko sila atong ningdagan pagka senador
si
Tingting Kuhangko. Oo. And then on the other hand, mga rin sa South Forbes Park, sa Kang Marcos. Kay every month, manami dinner.
Okay.
Uno marami kabuok technical people. Tulo sa tunga, tulo sa other side, tulo
tulo
dire.
din
And then si Bongbong dire, si Lisa dire.
Okay.
Ako na agyo ko skilid ni Lisa Pirmi.
Okay.
Na ako kilid yun. Like, for example, kung mo niyang table, si Lisa din ha, dire ko. Si Lira, may tulo mi dire, tulo dito niya, si Bongbong sa dulo. Kay sa kanang grupo nga 8 ka tao, duhara ang magsigarilyo din ha. Ako ra og si Lisa.
Kamo ray manggawas ko no.
Kami ra
Tapos istorya mo.
Kabliton ra ko niya. Tara na, ngadto na sa biranda.
Mag-vape na siya. Vape
vape.
or
No, vape. It's the
cigarette
nga na ka ng filter.
Pero nausay ko na mo vape.
I don't know what ako kay.
Okay.
Basta nga ako na siya filter. Ako walay filter. So kami ran nga mag-istorya. One for example, katong ingon siya nako nga nisulti ko na iyang anak si Sandro Marcos nga intern siya sa opisina ni Martin Romualdez.
Okay.
Na ni biring tanan sa atong kahimtang karon. Kini ako gisulti niyo inside information eh.
Yes.
Ingon siya nga sabi ng anak ko, they are so corrupt and they don't even attempt to hide it. So, si Sandro, intern sa office ni Martin Romualdez. So, kung iyang gitugan sa iyang nanay nga they are so corrupt and they don't even attempt to hide it, that refers to Martin Romualdez.
Buhing saksi siya.
Buhing saksi. Of course, hearsay evidence.
Okay, pero buhing saksi.
Pero I have no doubt. I have no reason to doubt it. Kasi
Ngaman mo, why will he tell a lie to his mother, no?
Why would Sandro tell a lie to his mother? And why would Lisa
tell you?
Tell me kung dili tinuod. Basta yun siya, they're so corrupt and they don't even attempt to hide it. So paggawas sa flood control scam, wala na ko na surprise. Kay bawo naman ko nga mao gid ang kahimtang. Unya kini kuan pa ni napaganito siya gisulti pero dili na lang nato kumbaga X-rated eh.
Murag kadungog ko ang storya na
X-rated na to.
Withholding ko
In other words, we talk anything under the sun. Our only comfort is the DOC.
The DOC.
So, pagkatapos sana, balik namin sa main dining room. Balik na sa main. Ataw, iyan sa kong kablito. Nung gawas na sadmi.
Makutano, di ka, attorney, no? Who was running the discussion? That's very important.
Which one?
The discussion, kana magtapok mo. Did then candidate Bongbong Marcos, now president, did he carry the discussion? Did he push the discussion? Did he ask the questions? Or was there somebody else leading the discussion?
It's very collegial.
Okay.
Mangutana si Bongbong, mangutana si Lisa, mangutana ko. It's like that. It's very informal.
Okay.
Although maraming nag-state dinner. Na yung mga pangalan in front of us. Na yung menu diri sa kilid. It's like that. Pero
ang pagkaon gidala, wala din na sa tubangan mo. It's being carried by
you get it. You get it. Parang buffet.
Buffet. Okay.
Buffet style.
Okay.
It's always buffet style.
Okay.
And usually there's crab. Oh, there's crabs. So, gusto na si Bongbong magluto.
So nagluto siya, ana?
Siya magluto. I don't know kung siya ba talaga nagluto.
Okay.
Basta he claims ka siya nagluto. Anyway, going back sa katong imogingon nga Unity team. I was their headquarters. Actually, si Lisa mismo ang nag-request nako.
Okay.
Naingon siya nako, iya kong gipatawagan over lunch, nag-istorya mi.
Pakutaan tika, did you encourage BBM to run for president?
No.
They didn't ask you regarding this. What do you think BBM running
No.
for? Nothing at all?
No.
It was just on legal points?
Yes, legal and technical.
Okay.
Doon sa ilang protesta versus Leni Robredo.
Okay.
Kasi mao man akong advocacy. So kung kinsa tong nabiktima,
Imong tanaw ni daog si BBM at the time?
yes.
Your own fan, as a lawyer?
Honestly.
Ni daog siya?
Ni daog siya.
Okay.
Giibanan yun ang iyang boto. The maximum nga, mao ni siya, ang maximum nga lead ni Bongbong sa 2016 vice presidential election was 945,045 votes. If I remember correctly, 45 yun. 945,045 votes. Then naubos siya within a period of 6 hours na update sa automated machines. So ning lamang si Leni Robredo beginning at 3 o'clock, a little past 3 o'clock in the morning, by 511 votes. And then from that time, nag-build up na ang tinabot og 200,000.
Okay, katong dito mo sa unit team, were you part of the sounding board? What do you think of who will be the next, who should be BBM's VP? Did you say any name or
No.
sila ra?
No. When Lisa called me around November, human na ang filing sa Certificate of Candidacy.
I see.
Ipatawag ko ni Lisa sa iyong office sa Ore Tower, sa BGC. So we had lunch together. Nalipay ganito siya. Malipayon siya nga si Inday already agreed to be vice president.
But they had really laser focus on her to become VP? Or were there other names? Sa imong nadungog lang?
No, focus sila dito kang Inday.
So it's Inday and nobody else?
Yes.
Okay.
And then,
Did you put in your 5 cents worth? Wala. I just minaw rama.
wala ko
You were just
makapila-pila
listening.
na because
Okay.
nga mo ang kwan is the technical side. And then, ingon siya nako nga, pwede ba mo tungasan ka sa headquarters bisag kwaduha lang sa usa ka semana. Inko, wa man ay problema nako bisag pa kada adlaw pa ko mga sa headquarters.
Yes.
Ingon siya nako, pila may ako ibayad nimo?
Okay.
Di ako siya gitubag og diretsa.
Oh.
Diretso na ako siya tubag.
Oh.
Wa man kay gibayad nako bisan piso sa unom ka tuig nga nagtabang ko nimo.
Oh.
Karon pa ko mga ibayad nimo.
Oo. O sige, ingon niya.
Ing siya, ayaw kabalaka, mura o ganita, himuon ti kang commissioner sa Comelec.
Okay.
Pagkauman, himuon ti kang chairman.
Okay.
Eh di siyempre nintuo ko kay si Lisa ang nim-promise kay bawang ko sa duwang mag-asawa, si Lisa ang matuman.
Mo bitaw na. Moy na dungog sa kadaghanan, ha?
Take it from me, guys.
Oo.
Musiga lang ng mata ni Lisa Marcos Copos nas Lisa Marcos Copos nas Bongbong.
Usa ka mata, duha ka mata.
Duha ka mata. Budlat
Si Platan lang niya.
Wala na, tiklop nas Bongbong.
Ano ba?
Take it from me, I've been there. I've seen them up close and personal.
No arguments?
No arguments. The guy will not offer any argument.
Okay.
Mabitaw ta kung gingon mo kaganina, X-rated nga comment niya.
Oo.
Unsa man nato isulti?
Ayaw lang. Okay. Come on. So, okay. My next question to you is, I won't touch on the promise that you should have been Comelec chair. And all that.
Balik lang sa dito sa unit team, ha?
Oh, unit team, yes.
While I was there sa headquarters, gituman magito na akong sa adniya, everyday na ako dito.
Oh, yes.
So, kining headquarters, kaning nas Mandaluyong, it's 7 stories. Ang 7th floor, tuwa si Bongbong.
Kang kinsa man ang buildingan na? Ilang girentahan?
No, it was lent to them for free.
Okay.
Kumbaga, contribution to sa ilaha. Pero
Would you be at liberty to tell us or di na lang?
No, wa ko kaila sa
Tagiya.
So si Bongbong na sa 7th floor, kami sa 6th floor.
Okay.
So ang among clearance is from 1st to 6th floor. Ang akong clearance is from 1st to 6th floor.
Okay.
So kung kinahanglan mo to sa 7th floor, kinahanglan ko special clearance.
Okay.
Si Lisa, ang office niya naa sa 6th floor.
Okay.
So ang office namo, like for example, mao ni ang office namo. Na usa ka small office diri, si Lisa diri sa nod.
Okay.
So, conference rooms na din na sa atubangan sa unahan. So, kami mo'y una, vote protection unit. Tapos na usa, tapos si Lisa. So, muna siya ang context. I know for a fact na wala'y actual unity team on the part of the Marcoses.
This was, accordingly, that later report said it was because of Senator Amy Marcos, kaning this concept of unity.
Ang ako lang masulti, so far sa ako lang, personal, the Marcoses were never honest to Inday. They were just out to use her.
Okay. But this
So,
messaging...
walay actual nga unity in essence because si Lisa Marcos did not like Inday Sara in the first place.
Why? If you can tell us, if you know, but if you don't, it's okay. Imo talaw lang. Bana-bana lang nimo.
Ako lang kuan nga, well, of course, she might be insecure.
Okay.
Because, ingon na ni, and we go back, moni sa epekto niya sa katong revelation ni Lisa Marcos. Si Lisa mismo ang nag-provide sa evidence, dili ako. Feeling nila, Marcos would be the junior partner in a unity with Inday Sara. Because Inday Sara at that time was very popular.
Okay. And they felt it already. They sensed it. That was their analysis.
Kay Pao sila Lisa nga between the partnership of Inday and Bongbong, si Bongbong is the junior partner. In other words, siya yung dihado.
Nga mamurag ihid man ng ilang pamati nga.
No.
Sikat kay si BP.
No, because when the election comes and sobra kataas ang boto ni Inday and Marcos is lower, then the people will naturally look at Inday as the leader. Si Inday ang tanawon sa katawhan nga tinuod nga leader. And Marcos, being weak in his person, in his constitution, could be easily...
Did you find him that way in your
Yes,
dealings
of
with
course.
him? In your dealings with
Yes.
him? What indications aside from the dynamics between the spouses did you notice when you would be able to talk to him?
Well, kanang usa nga giingos is aloof sa mga tao. Tinuod na. He's really aloof. He doesn't like to join people.
Okay.
Ang tanaw niya, he's far higher than the mortal beings than the ordinary Filipino. Okay. That's what I really feel.
That's what you felt?
That's what I really feel, personally. Nga, ang ordinaryong tao, layo ra kay na sa iya.
Okay.
Hindi niya ka-level. So, aloof gid siya tinuod sa mga tao. He is limited to close friends.
Okay. Politics and Beyond will return after these few reminders. Balik ta sa atong programa Politics and Beyond. Kahinabi ragya po nato si Congressman Attorney Glenn Chong. Ang atong programa Glenn Chong Perspective. So, go ahead. You felt that when talking to BBM? Did you feel like mura manig nakaminos na ako? Dili sa
personally, dili sa ako
Manotice mo sa iyang dealings?
Manotice mo sa more ordinary mortals na lang ang iyang katubang.
Are there bodily indications for you? Kay you must be a keen very perceptive. Gamura bag ang iyang body language murag uncomfortable siya usahay?
Yes. And dili siya mo
eye contact.
Wala eye contact.
Murag iya kang agian pero murag ana lang no?
Murag wala lang sa iya Murag
he'll give you a few minutes, a few seconds after that okay ka na.
Pero
Iba na naman.
kung kami
okay lang.
Eye contact.
Okay.
Kung baga dili ko
naana naman dito naman kasbalay.
Sigaw ba naguding si panihapon. Every month na siya for the last 6 years except during the time of the COVID.
Anything odd that you'd like to mention? Just in case lang, you noticed. Your own observation, just in case.
Well, kung
any oddity?
Kung sa ilang, wala ko'y nakita. I mean, in fairness.
Okay.
Pero, kanang silisa akong manotice nga, walay coherence ang iyang mga isulti.
Mag-ambak-ambak?
Mag-ambak-ambak. Walay coherence.
Daghang kayo naguna-una?
She's supposed to be a lawyer.
Yes. I was about to say that.
Kung lawyer ka,
focused.
At least structured ang imong pagsulti, ang imong
thinking nimo, ang presentation.
Paminawa ra guna si Lisa magsulti, mag-speech. Sabog.
Okay.
Does it also mean sabog ang una-una? Well, that's the only additive I noticed.
Pero mga bugat ang mga kliyente in that BGC side, inana na lang tampo nga. Sige.
Bugati ang kliyente because of their influence, because of their power. Now, she is actually literally running the government.
Okay.
So, going back sa katong
Sa eleksyon?
sa election, naanis akong affidavit ha.
Yes.
Nagsulat kong affidavit, ako ning gilatag tanan,
Which they have not contested?
which they have not refuted.
And they have not filed a case against you?
Wala sa siligikihan ako.
Wala pa kang ipatawag sa Congress?
Wala sa kong ipatawag.
Okay, klaro.
Wala sa kong ipatawag sa Congress. Actually, mga kaigsunan, kaning akong affidavit, klaro ni, na ako'y meeting kang Lisa Marcos.
Okay.
Gitawag ko kay ako na. Ning sunod si Ivan Uy,
Okay.
City Secretary,
Yes.
ug si Hubert Guevara,
Okay.
Senior Deputy Executive Secretary, namatay na. So pag abot dito, it's a long conference table, si Lisa dire, ning lingkod si Hubert din ha, si Ivan dire, ako dire. Niingon din si Lisa, guys, I have a meeting with the owners of Smartmatic. I need 2 technical guys. Paglingi sa ko
Ikaw na.
but not you because they hate you so much.
Ingon sila?
Siya mo ginayon, but I need 2 technical guys in the meeting with the owners of Smartmatic. This was March 2022, kasagsagan sa kampanya.
When you mean owners, the foreign owners or the local counterpart?
No, wait. So, paglingon sa ako but not you because they hate you so much.
Okay.
So, ang naasa kong huna-huna dayon, ibaligya ko ani. Ibaligya ko ani.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
First, why would you need 2 technical guys? Mga na magkinahanglan magkagduha ka technical guys sa meeting sa tag-iya sa Smartmatic.
What is significant about the number 2? For you, I mean, imong gidudahan.
No, there's no significant about that. The significant thing is, why would you need technical guys?
Okay.
Unsa may inyong paghistoryahan, magrosaryo mo dito?
Dili man sad about law.
Or mag-istorya mo og how to manipulate the votes.
Okay.
That you need a technical person to explain to you in layman's terms unsay bote pasabot. So there's no other way.
Yes.
There's no other explanation. There's no other reasonable explanation.
No other interpretation.
No other interpretation. It is not susceptible of any other interpretation. Nganong kinahanglan magkagduha ka technical guys, mag-explain nimo sa inyong meeting sa Smartmatic. Nganong dili man pwede si Glenn Chong.
Bitaw.
In other words, nag-istorya na.
Og naman masuko man ang Smartmatic nimo.
Suko kay sila nako.
Kumo lagi na because mas madungagan hinoon kanang imong punto giingon nga gi-personal ka kay tungod
kontra ko nila. Ingon na ni. In other words, si Lisa Marcos o ang tag-iya sa Smartmatic nagka-istorya na before that.
Local counterpart ni?
No.
Later.
Sige. Nag-istorya na sila. Okay, magdala kang duha ka technical guys. Ayaw lang yung dalas Glenn Chong. Because kay pao sila, hindi ko nila makonsabo.
Okay.
Way back in August 2014, gi-offeran ako dito suod sa Senado.
Okay.
Si George Quintanar, taga Cebu ni. Si George Quintanar was a member of the COMELEC Advisory Council at that time.
Okay.
So nag-hearing me, si Chairman Brillantes ang chairman sa COMELEC.
Yes.
May gi-report ko nga balota tulo, kabalot boxes nga dili tugma ang bilang sa makina o ang manual count.
Yes.
Giabrihan sa court sa Nueva Ecija. Diningon si Brillantes nga, pwede bang malaman namin kung ano yung mga presinto na yan? Ako naman, I wanted to show disgust sa ilang gibuhat. Nagibaligya atong eleksyon, ako sa giduro. Ikaw, hindi ko sasabihin sa iyo, naraya ka eh. So during the break, ning duol si George Quintanar nako. Ingon, mo ni iyang address nako, Congressman. He never addressed me as an attorney or as a lay person. Congressman, kay bao ka nga maayong tao si Boy Brillantes.
Yes.
Gusto mo? Ako mong imit duha. Pagkahumana na, wala na kay problema sa imong distritos biliran.
Okay.
So what does it mean?
Okay.
Pagkahumana mong istorya, pagkatapos kuno na mong istorya ni Brillantes, wala na ko'y problema.
Maplansya na.
Sa biliran, sa akong distrito, as a congressman.
Maplansya na.
Plansahon na. Abi mo akong tubag saya. Walang presyo ang prinsipyo mo ko. I will fight for my country till my end.
Okay.
So, gipangita na ko sa Brillantes kay gusto ko mag-iskandalo. Siyempre, kuha na ko to, offer na ko to. So gusto ko mag-iskandalo para mabulabog sila. Nawala si Brillantes. Ang nakita na ko, ang assistant, ang executive assistant, so giduol na ko. Kuya Eric, mga kaigsuon, giduol na ko dito sa tubangan sa sekretariat. Gising kita na ko, uy, sabihin mo kay Brillantes, huwag ka magpadala ng tao para konsabuhin ako. Hindi niyo ako makonsabo.
Okay.
I said it in front of many people, because I'm only human, I can also be tempted.
Of course.
After I go home from that hearing, I could call
Oo.
George Quintanar. Oh, I will accept your offer.
Oo.
So ang akong gibuhat, I put a bar right away.
Yes.
Daghan akong gipadungog nga ayaw mo pagpadala
So
og
that you
tao.
cannot
Para dili na ko
second think it.
di na ko
Una nga.
matintal o tawag kang George Quintanar
Nga, oo.
na I accept your offer,
Oo,
because there's so many people already who heard about
Imo
it.
nang iyagyag sa
Ako
kadaganan.
nang gihagyag dayo,
Oh,
no?
okay.
That's how, I mean, if that's honesty, that's honesty.
Oo.
I put a bar right away to myself.
Oo.
Nga, gipadungog na ko ang tibok sekretariat, gisinggitan
Para di
ko.
nakakalapas sa imo
Para
kung-
di na ko matintal.
Okay.
Nga mo kontak, aron makikonsabo kang Smartmatic.
Okay.
So, that's how, remember, ning abot ang among away. Katong pagpatay sa akong personal aid, si Richard Santillan, $3 million ang gibayad ni Smartmatic adto. Naglamay pa mi adto sa kang Richard, may ISAF agents.
$3 million, ha?
Yes, barya ang $3 million. Ang kontrata ni Smartmatic sa atong eleksyon is $300 to $400 million per eleksyon.
Wala sila kontrata nimo.
Wala sila kontrata na ako kanto pagpatay sa akong aid.
Okay.
$3 million ang gibayad nila. Ang nagsulti sa nako, Intelligence Service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, ingadto sila slamay. $3 million sir ang bayad dito. So mauna nga doon sa bukog ang among away.
Okay.
So muna, akong tanaw mo tong ingon ni Lisa nga di ka pwede kadi sila musugot ikaw. So in other words, tikas ang ilahang istoryahan.
Okay.
Kadi man ko pwede dito.
Oo.
Kay pwede ko.
Pwede.
Oo.
Oo.
So garon.
May tag legal issue or something.
Kitanaw na ako, Kuya Eric, mga kaigsunan. Ay, syempre, kipahugot na akong record sa Bureau of Immigration.
Oo.
Ang tag-iya sa Smartmatic, si Roger Alejandro Piñate Martinez.
Okay.
Gi-provide na akong pangalan.
South America, taga South America?
Venezuela.
Venezuela o South America.
Ipahugot na ko sa Bureau of Immigration. Tinuod.
Nga naagyod, di na siya.
March 25 ning abot
Ni Sud Pilipinas.
Ning sud si Martinez sa Pilipinas. Ning exit April 4. Ning balik April 10. Katulo. On election day, he was here.
I'll abbreviate it. Okay. So, daghang kayo kung kuhan kay gikawat ang yun na ako ni si Attorney
Siya.
Glenn. Kaning brief na ay mga nitumaw nga istorya, and then of course if somebody wants to refute it, you can come on board, no? Just so that kuhan klaro. Ang numero ko no ni Sara Duterte 32 million,
32.2 million.
and then kang BBM ni gawas og murag 31 million,
31.6 million.
pero in your actual count
It was only 24.
24 million.
Actually, kaming uno mga technical people.
Okay.
That night, on the night of the election,
Oo.
na nagsugod na og count.
Oo.
Nagpustahan na imi.
Oo.
Pila man gyud ang boto ni Bongbong.
Oo.
Walay usa sa mo ning exceed og 24 million.
Okay.
Maximum na namong
24.
Ako 24 million ang akong estimate. Sila 22, 21, basta 24 ang maximum. And then ning gawas 31.6. Ang akong understanding is kay mauni ang boto ni Inday 32.2 million.
Okay.
Gidugangan ang boto ni Marcos para modikit at 31.6 million. Kaya kung 24 million si Marcos, 32 million si Inday.
Ubos kayo.
Ubos kayo. Matangtang si Marcos. That's a surefire formula nga matangtang si Marcos. Because people will rally to Inday. Bitaw na pirmi akong gibalik-balik. Inday remains to be the Vice President, Sara Duterte, remains to be the only legitimately elected highest official of this land. Not Marcos.
With a mandate, no? With a clear mandate.
With a clear mandate. Kay,
Okay.
tanawa ra gud ha. Ang akong affidavit girido na sa Facebook galutaw-lutaw na niya. Ako affidavit ning abot sa US District Court of Columbia. In the case of Smartmatic versus One American News Network, testigo ko dito. Ning testify ko. Kay bawo ka. Pag-submit sa akong affidavit sa District Court of Columbia, 4 months later, withdraw si Smartmatic.
Okay. Pero again, kato akong pakutana gani attorney, very quickly lang, no? Kung, what are you doing now? Are you still noisy or you're busy with your own page? What's man?
Actually, they're controlling my page.
Okay.
They're trying to limit me, but I'm still around.
Okay.
So every time I have an opportunity nga, akong i-share ang akong mga naibawan, I will share.
From the original group that supported them, pila na lang ang nabilin?
Wala na.
Okay.
Katong kaming unom?
Oh.
Wala na.
Wala na.
Ang usa namatay.
Oh.
Ang usa namatay under mysterious circumstances.
Okay.
He was demoted from Deputy Senior Executive Secretary. Gilabay siya. Nahimo na lang siyang commissioner sa SEC.
Okay.
1 month after, he died of a heart attack.
Okay.
While playing football. He'd been playing football all his life.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, a heart attack 1 month after. Si Ivan was removed from the DICT. By the way, kini ako lang i-add. On orders of Lisa Marcos, gi-offer nila sa ako ang
DICT.
NTC. National
Yes,
Telecommunications
I mentioned
Commission.
that. NTC.
Kasi na-mention mo.
Dili gusto mo ng Smartmatic.
National Telecommunications Commission. Abi ninyo mga kaitsunan, mubo na sa akong ranggo.
Yes.
Kaya usually, kung congressman ka,
Taas ko na.
USEC ang imuhang ranggo. Undersecretary.
Commensurate.
Oo. Ang equivalent.
Oo.
Ang NTC Commissioner is Assistant Secretary, one rank lower.
Okay.
Pero gidawat na ako. Ngano, gusto na ako dublihon inyong free data. Brasuhon ako mga telco. Dubliha ang free data. Kung 1 gig, kung 5 gig ang 5 pesos, make it 10 gig for the same price.
I have a question. Nothing is stopping Malacanang from putting the NTC head as USEC. Correct?
Yes, nothing.
They could have done it. Why didn't they do it? Just to kuan ba? I mean, I'm just thinking backwards. Pero these things are possible. But anyway, Usik.
So, nag-selfie me. Gipadakang Lisa.
Okay.
So, I know it was Lisa who offered it.
Okay.
Otherwise, si Hubert at si Ivan will not take a selfie and send it to Lisa. Kung di si Lisa ang nagpadala nila sa kuha. So, gitext ako si Lisa. Salamat. December 9, that anniversary ni Richard, 2023, gipirmahan ni Marcos akong appointment. Si Ivan ang nitawag na ako. Pirmahan na ni Presidente mong appointment, DICT Commissioner ka na. NTC Commissioner ka. Congratulate ko sa media that same afternoon. December 9. By December 13, next ko, attorney, wala imong panghadiri. Kaistoryahan si Lisa. So ako siyang gitubag. I will not bow to Lisa. I will not kneel to Lisa.
Too much.
By February 2, gipulihan, lain ang gi-appoint. And I found out later, nagreklamo si Comelec. Ngano si Glenn Chong man ninyong gibutang din na sa NTC. Kung siya NTC, hawak niya ang telco. Ang eleksyon dita, muagi sa telco.
Pangutano tika congressman, kinsa man sa Comelec?
Awan ang nalahin si George Garcia.
Okay, best friend ni mo?
Best friend mo na ako. Sila George Garcia na. Ang ilang punto is, ngano si Glenn Chong man nga, ang election data mo agi sa telco.
Okay.
Kung hawak ni Glenn Chong ang telco, kita atong tikas. Dakpanta.
Ikupta ng kuan, ang liog nila.
Kupta ng liog sa muna, gitang-tang ko.
Okay, babalik po ang Politics and Beyond, and then we'll do quick snatches about what's happening right now, and then I will leave also a hanging question. Ang take ni Congressman Glenn Chong, yung pag-aalis ni E.S. Rodriguez, when we return. Okay, you're back with us with Politics and Beyond. We're still talking to Congressman Attorney Glenn Chong. The title is The Glenn Chong Perspective. For V.S. Rodriguez, did you see that ahead of time, or?
I know Vic will stand on his own.
Okay.
It is the kind of person nga hindi nimo madiktahan.
Okay.
Actually, kauban man niya ako si Vic from 2016 and onwards. Vic is a good person. Actually, ang ingon niya kang Marcos is we have to return the favor the people has given us. The people have given us. So, we have to serve well. Ang problema si Lisa Marcos.
Okay.
Gusto ni Lisa, ang iyang gusto mo'y matuman. Vic stood in the way.
Okay.
Of course, necessarily, gimani obra ni Lisa nga matanggal si Vic. Example, ha? Example. Okay. Nang napakante ang COMELEC commissioner, chairman og tuwa ka commissioner, I never applied because I know nga gibaligya na ko nila ang Smartmatic.
Yes.
Gitawagan ko ni Hubert, mag-apply ka. Iko dili na ko ma-apply kay gila naman kong gibaligya ang Smartmatic. So nevertheless, gipa-apply ko. Ni-apply ko. It was never acknowledged by Malacanang.
No receipt?
Oh no, nothing at all. So after 2 weeks, ako giingnan si Hubert. Hubert, hindi naman in-acknowledge. The next day, in-acknowledge. So ito na. Ito sabi ni Vic, Glenn, in fairness to you, I gave your folder for Commissioner of COMELEC kay Bongbong.
Okay.
Nandyan si Lisa sa harap. Ginanya ni Lisa, not him.
Okay.
No, not him. In other words, dili si Bongbong ang matuman. Si
Persona
Lisa
na,
Marcos.
persona non grata gyud ka.
O, persona non grata gyud ko. Kaya na-deliver man ni Smartmatic ang gusto ni Lisa. Ang Smartmatic, unsa may currency ni Lisa Marcos kang Smartmatic in that trade-off. Si Smartmatic, ang currency sa iyang trade is votes.
Okay.
Si Lisa, unsa may i-offer niya? Wala siya i-offer because Smartmatic has all the money. Ang iyang i-offer is my head. Like John the Baptist. So I was offered.
And Smartmatic has the data.
And Smartmatic wanted my head.
Oo.
Mo to gidemand ni Smartmatic. In exchange nga dugangan nato ang 24 million dugangan nato aron ma 31.6 million ang boto ni Marcos. Iitsapwera si Glenn Chong. And that's exactly what they did.
Muli ko gamay. You have been a guest of Maharlika. A lot daghang kayo mga tao kailan ni Maharlika. How is she? What's happening? She seems to be quieter lately compared to the past.
She's still there. I know. I believe Maharlika is as patriotic as myself and you, Kuya Eric.
Okay.
Maharlika will always be there. She will always be fighting for us.
Okay.
And with us. Ako sa maisog ko. And that's what you were asking kanina. Where
You're with Maisog?
Yes, hakbang ng maisog. And we're working together. Kami ni Attorney Vic sa Camp Juni Vasco. Yes. Of course, nag-istorya mi ni... Actually, ang una na ako, gimbitar ko nila sa maisog, nag-istorya mi ni President Duterte at the time.
Okay.
Wala pa man siya to na 2024. Ako siyang gisultihan about katong sa election. Na your daughter actually won the elections on her own. And Marcos cheated. So, ilan akong gipasulti sa entablado. Ako siyang gipasulti, Sir, unsa ba ako isulti dito? Ingon siya. Just tell the public what you know.
What you know, yes.
And that's why I know nga Digong was not planning to overthrow the government because he was just telling me, wag yun siya niyon, Kuya Eric. Dagdagi, dugagi, kargahi. Palamiin. Niyon rin siya nga. Ako sa rin mong naibawan, mo rin isulti. Sa bilib ko. So, siyempre, kung sa rin akong naibawan, mo rin akong isulti sa publiko. Sa among rally dito sa Davao.
I have a series of questions. Kung give me a little shorter kaning answers. Katong sa nahitabo sa SONA nga si President Bongbong mismo ang ni pagawas nga mahiya kayo. Imong tanaw, what was that for?
Ang iyang bote pa sa boto, mahiya naman kayo. Kunti lang ang natatanggap ko.
Okay.
They were envious kasi si Martin was and his cohorts were actually getting the bigger share.
And he is president, So he cannot control, hindi po niya makontrol ang iyang igagaw? Is that what what's happening?
My point is ganito. Kung ang pondo, ibutang mo sa NEP, National Expenditure Program.
Yes.
Trust me, congressman ko.
Yes.
Pag abot na dito sa GAA, ang congressman mo claim sa kickback.
Okay.
Kaya tuwa mo siya distrito na butang.
Yes.
So for Marcos, I will not put it in the NEP. Ipa-insert ko kay Martin.
Okay.
Para ang NEP, ang kickback, goes to me as president proponent.
Okay. Can Saldico become head of the Ways and Means or sa finance sa House without
appropriations?
At what level? Is it at the speaker's level or president level na?
Speaker.
So there is no way that any Juan de la Cruz can become
APRO?
APRO.
Chair?
Without the speaker.
Yes. It cannot be done. Only the speaker can appoint the APRO and the APRO, bata niya yan.
What is so crucial about being chair of the APRO?
Because that's the one in charge of the budget.
Okay.
So, ikaw ang nakas bicameral conference committee. That's where the insertions happen.
Okay.
Actually, ako nag-bicameral conference committee kami.
Okay.
One time, there's a law on rent. Actually, what we passed in the House, binago ko doon sa Bicam. From ang rent is to be frozen for 5 years. Ginawa kong 10 years. Doon na sa Bicam.
Okay.
I totally threw away what we had passed in the House of Representatives. So that's how powerful when you are in the Bicam. So kung APRO ka, chairman ka, you can insert.
Kaning sa almost 1 trillion sa DPWH, mga ghost projects so on, na mga nag-ingon nga mahagbong nga gobyerno kung tanan kasuhan. Would that be fair? Congress, Senate?
At some point, we have to cleanse our government.
Wala pa i-appeal ang mga local officials, ani ha?
No, at some point, we have to clean our government. We have to reboot our government.
You will agree nga mahagbong nga gobyerno kung tanan kasuhan?
I don't care kung mahagbong ang gobyerno, but the people must prevail.
Yes. But you are confirming that kuan gyud tanan maduhig. Kadaghanan or 80-90% maduhig.
Kung dugay na sila sa politika,
Okay.
Kuya Eric, daghan na silang political entanglements.
Katong pag-aresto ni PRRD.
That's kidnapping.
Pure
Plain and
kidnapping.
simple, yes.
Pure and simple kidnapping.
Yes, plain and simple kidnapping as far as I see it legally.
Okay. Karon kaning kang Senator Bato. And then of course, appeal siya dito sa original sa facts of the case sa ICC. And then I mentioned kay sasta si Senator Bongo. How do you see this developing?
I have always believed that Marcos was in cahoots with the ICC right from the start. So, naturally, tangtangon nila si Bongo, tangtangon nila si Bato to reduce the votes for Inday. Because they need 16 votes.
What you've seen what is happening in the Senate. Alan Peter has taken over, and then now we're in the middle of a quagmire. There seems to be a stalemate, and everybody's quoting some kind of a provision, whether it's the
Abilino versus Cuenco.
Abilino, who happens to be the grandfather of my sister-in-law, taga Samar, okay, and Mariano Cuenco, which is
Yes.
from Cebu. No? So, your own legal perspective, because naman ko na ingon nila kung kuha kag 5 kabugado, 7 mo opinion na. So not to denigrate the attorneys, but they have their own specialties and perspectives. So imo tanaw.
In the case of Abilino versus Cuenco, one of the senators was in the United States.
Yes.
So he was outside of the coercive power of the state, of the Senate.
Tomas
to compel him to attend.
Tomas Confessor.
To compel him to attend.
Yes.
So that's why the base became 23.
Yes.
So kung 23 ang base, 12 is majority.
Yes.
Because 24, 12 is 50-50.
Simple majority.
Now in this case kasi, the way I see it, si Jinggoy Estrada and si Bato are still within the coercive power of the state.
Okay.
Because they are within the country.
Okay.
So the base would still be 24 and 12 would not be a majority.
So I'll throw this on you, based on the other lawyers. They have transferred jurisdiction already. This is now under a different jurisdiction because it's under the courts na kuno. Imo tanawa na as a lawyer.
The courts will, if there is actually an order from the Senate for him to appear, I believe the courts will grant.
You're talking about furlough. You're talking about either
Yes.
his lawyer or
Yes.
or the Senate can ask for a furlough or petition to attend.
No, the Senate can coerce attendance.
Really, huh?
Yes.
Padakop sa Sergeant at Arms to bodily bring him into the Senate.
I think the court will defer.
Okay. Anyway, is Jingo Estrada a flight risk? Di man siguro.
No, I don't think so.
Should he be allowed to fulfill his constitutional mandate? As
He should be.
as a judge,
Remember,
as an impeachment judge?
he's still considered innocent until proven guilty.
And he's still a senator, actually.
Yes, he's still a
He's still a senator.
And-
And he's receiving pay, and he still has an office.
And the other, aside from that, he'd been charged twice for plunder and he got away with it.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying, in this case, ang ingon mo sila, Bato is a fugitive. Is that the proper term? Is he really a fugitive from law?
That's from their perspective.
ICC perspective, domestic law,
The
domestic
perspective
law.
of Marcos and his cohorts. Kasi si Marcos naman ang promotor, ang direktor na lahat yan eh. Kining tanan natong kagubot, trabaho ni Marcos.
Okay.
Si Marcos is the front. Ang naas likod si Lisa Marcos. Kaya ba ako na?
Okay.
I know it from my heart. Kakanantanan nga trabaho karong kagubot. These are brought up by the Marcoses because they want to maintain themselves in power. Gusto sila nga magpadayon.
Is there a possibility about this? All these talks about charter change, or
It's a possibility.
palipad lang yan?
It is a possibility. Believe me, you cannot trust the Marcos with power.
My next question. Nagkuyog na sila ni Sara Duterte with BBM. I don't know if his father is still alive or the others, and they will see it. There seems to be an alliance between the Pinklawans, the Yellow, and even the marginal forces, the progressive.
Ang tawag na ko sa ilha, peach.
Peach.
Peach, kasi red. Kanya na ay red, nag-merge ang yellow. So orange.
Okay.
Kanya, emerge mo ang pink, mura na sa peach.
Is there I don't know if I should ask this. It's an anathema, no? Now, here you have them joining forces with people who were the enemies of his father before, who were
No.
his opponents before.
No.
Oh,
I should provide you this perspective.
oh, okay.
One time, nag-yosi ni Lisa Marcos.
Okay.
Tulad na yung dati. And she confided to me.
Oo.
Eh, siya actually yelo ko.
Yellow siya.
O yelo ko.
Oo.
Oh, at the time of the February Revolution in,
Oo.
1986,
Yeah.
she was yellow.
Okay.
Because diba the Arenetes were
They were married
aligned
already
with
at the time, not yet, no?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
They were aligned with the Aquinos.
Yeah.
O, sabi niya, yellow ako.
Oo.
And in fact, ang nagpalibot sa iya karon is mga yellow.
Puro mga yellow.
Mga yellow. Now, look. Kinsa may gi-appoint ni Marcos as something like peace advisor?
Okay.
Si Melson and Sarmiento, Interior
Okay.
Secretary ni
Ay.
Noynoy Aquino.
Yes.
Oh, that's a clear example that the yellows are coming in. So, you see, it's a confluence of the red, the yellow, and the pink.
Okay.
Tanawa ang inyong makita karon, Rappler,
Oo.
kanang mga Ateneo,
Oo.
they are all in the side of Marcos now.
Yes.
Oh, they're all in the side of
Are some of the media also pushing this kind of a narrative? I mean, in short, are the owners or are the ones interviewing or making the interviews also showing their political color?
Yes, that's true. And ito, gusto ko na kong i-add, Kuya Eric, mga kaisuran, kay si Marcoleta, si Senator Marcoleta was criticized by this group of journalists.
Oo.
Kay ingon siya bayaran.
Oo.
I mean, to be honest, naamagyoy mga bayaran.
Okay.
Kinsa man. Pangutan na si Lisa Marcos. Kay si Lisa Marcos masay nagsulti nako.
Oo.
Ingon siya at the time, katong si Bautista.
Oo. Si
Si
Andy
Andres
Bautista,
Bautista,
Attorney
yes.
Andy Bautista, yes.
Smartmatic was paying the news editors 1 million a month
Okay.
to kill the news about Bautista. O siya ang nagsulti na ako dyan na.
Okay.
Siya, mahirap tong ating laban. Sabi ko, bakit? 1 milyong peso binabayad ni Smartmatic sa lahat ng news editors para lang hindi lumabas yung balita about Andres Bautista.
Okay.
So, I suppose then when she was already in power, she used the same playbook of Smartmatic.
Okay.
Because she knew about it.
Na may kasabihan, Congressman, na binisaya pa, kamao ka mo sahom, kamao ka mo tunga, no? Kung inasok mo yun ng politika, dapat pag-retire mo, wala kang problema. Hindi ka kakasuhan. That's the best kind of life, no? Now, does the First Lady, as you know her, realize or know that once they are no longer president, or BBM is no longer president, hindi sila habulin ng mga yellow, hindi sila habulin ng mga pink, hindi sila habulin ng mga pula. That's the question that I'd like to ask you.
Si Inday Sara ang hahabol sa kanila.
No, pero is that her perspective that this group will protect BBM post 2028? Kasi very crucial yun eh. Kasi kung ganun ang perspective niya,
It could be.
Okay.
It is possible na but Lisa is not known to, I don't know, yun nga palagi ko sinasabi kay Lisa eh.
hindi critical thinker.
No. I've always said this again and again. Paswata nag-pleading, di na kibaw.
Okay.
She's a lawyer. Ask her to write a pleading, she does not know. She will never know. Pero pa-manage yung office, she will manage it efficiently. Kaya tawag ko kay Lisa, office manager ka lang, hindi ka abogado.
That's why I'm asking this question, is because I can understand that, when you're exiting office, you want to make sure that your life is going to be okay,
Pero
hindi kakasuhan. Pero can they trust the yellow, the pink,
I think
the
Kuya
red
Eric, no?
as an alliance?
I think, Kuya Eric, the alliance is founded on money and shared power at this time.
Pero post, sa mga pangalan na lumalabas, can First Lady Lisa Marcos Araneta, for example, trust these individuals that they will not do a Pontius Pilate na tinulungan na kita, pagkatapos ito, pasensya na kayo, bahala na kayo sa buhay nyo. Kasi ako naman ang presidente, ako mapuputukan.
She will find it out when the time comes.
And good or bad, ang outcome.
She will find it out when the time comes.
This brings me to my point. Kasi kung yun ang agenda, to be able to retire quietly into the sunset,
No, the agenda,
is to stay in power.
Kuya Eric, the agenda is not to retire anytime soon.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay.
Mga kaigsunan, ang agenda ni Marcos, dili mo retire anytime soon. The agenda is to prolong to continue to hold on to power. Gunitan yun nila ang gahom for as long as they can. Kanapang anak. Si Lisa Mora nagkabayo nga kanapitang nabitog na nakapokus na siya ang iyang gusto iyang anak magpresidente.
Several senators are facing what could be cases filed against them. Senator Joel Villanueva, SP Chis Escudero before.
No, si Cheese ning baliktad na.
Okay.
Tanaw na to Kuya Eric mga kaigsunan kung ilang ang kasuhan.
Okay. Your message to Senator Bato. If you could give him an advice.
Ako kay Senator Bato, just hide until the time comes that you can come out safely.
Okay.
I would not want him to surrender.
He will end up in ICC. That's what you're saying.
There, yes.
Sigurado yun ay. Padala yun na dito.
You will just lend more credibility to the ICC before its patrons.
Okay.
Nadakpan na sa damo ang ikaduha.
Okay.
The ICC would also want to show na naa sila agi. And si Digong is their biggest catch. That's why di nila gusto pakawalan.
How crucial is the change of the Senate presidency in all this?
That's crucial in the case of the impeachment proceedings. That's why pinilit nila si Gatchalian.
Okay.
Di ba? Una, ang ilang designation sa iyaha is Senate President pro tempore.
Not to imply anything, pero si Senator Sherwin, by the way, is also the brother of...
And that's exactly what I want to show. I want to
kapatid ni DSWD.
That's exactly what I want to show to the public na hindi siya pwede maging presiding officer sa impeachment because ang igsuon niya could be held hostage by the Marcoses.
And then, aside from that, preferably, I'm using the word preferably, mas maganda kung abogado yung presiding officer.
No, aside from that, of course, he's not a lawyer.
Yes.
Yung learning curve could be long. But ito ang ako dili ka pwede mag-preside sa impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Because you can be easily compromised with your brother serving as secretary ni Marcos.
May sinabi siyang, wag na lang, hindi ako mag-preside. I'll let somebody take over. Pwede ba yun?
Meron silang bagong rule that any senator judge can preside.
He can appoint.
Yes, pwede.
Pero if that's a new...
Malamang, baka si Soto ibalik nila.
But if it's a new rule, kailan napasa yun?
It was passed during their block.
Okay.
During
so pwede pala yun.
Imagine ito double standard mga kaigsunan double standard. Sa panahon nila when the block of Cayetano, the majority was pushing for the online voting para kay Bato, they were so angry, nag-walk out sila. Pag walk out nila, di ba nag-stage sila ko? Ang ilang unang gibuhat is to amend the rules, allowing for any one of the senator judges to preside. So you see, double standard nila. Ayaw nila sa online voting, kaya ilang gusto to set the stage to impeach Inday. Because, to put it simply, mga kaisunan, Inday is the only remaining stumbling block sa aspiration ni Marcos na magpadayon sa kahum.
And based on your what you said, VP Sara is the only one with a clear mandate.
Yes, I stand
undisputed mandate because of the number of votes.
Yes, the number of votes and that she actually gained it legitimately, cleanly. So, most na akong ingon, mga kaigsunan, between Marcos and Inday Sara, these are two opposing political forces.
Okay.
We need a countervailing force against Marcos.
What's the way ahead? Because now you have an acting Senate pro tempore, you have an SP. Do you see there will eventually be a movement to a new SP?
Malamang.
Because there are weak links in the group of SP Alan Peter Cayetano? Would that be fair to say?
They will really get more. They will raid the ranks of Senator Cayetano to beef up the ranks and control the Senate, the impeachment proceedings.
Can you predict how many senators will shift, more or less?
To our ICC,
yes,
IRC, di ba? Sinabi ni Matibag, more warrants are coming out. So 2, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. At the very least, they can neutralize 6. out of the 12.
So does the denominator of 24 change also? Or something
The 24 will remain
something
as
the Supreme Court should decide on?
about the base.
Oo.
Well, of course, the Supreme Court can decide, but if they will also view it as a political question, they will just toss it over.
3 short questions. Very short lang. Actually, overtime na ta. Saldico, what should you tell
He
Saldico?
should be put to prison. There's no doubt about
Hindi
it.
siya pwedeng state witness.
No, he cannot be a state witness because
Okay.
he's the most guilty.
Okay.
He's the mastermind. He's the sub-mastermind.
Future of 2028. Lenny, Risa, Bamakino, Kiko, or there will be another force. Marojas, Gibo, Teodoro, Isko, or Joy Belmonte.
Anybody else who will run against Inday Sara is a suspect that he is Marcos Trojan candidate.
Final question. Will VP Sara be impeached or convicted?
I cannot
Fearless forecast.
no.
Or fearless prayer.
Ito na lang ang sa akin.
Fearless prayer na lang.
I cannot afford.
Okay.
This country cannot afford to see Inday Sara impeached. Because as I have said, Inday Sara remains to be the only remaining countervailing force. Si Inday na lang ang atong katapusan nga puwersa nga ilaban isukol kang Marcos aron maundang ang plano ni Marcos na gunitan na sadta. Imagine if Marcos will rule us for another 20 years. Remember the father, it took us 20 years to remove him. How about now?
Senator Aimee, your take. Shortly, very briefly lang. A few seconds.
I will never trust the Marcos ever again.
Okay. Well, with that, we'd like to end our very interesting interview with Congressman Attorney Glenn Chong. This won't be the last. And then, of course, to be fair, you're all welcome to come on board and expound on your perspectives, your points. That's why we titled this The Glenn Chong Perspective. Yan po kabuuan nating programa. Ako po si Eric Espina. Bayan, Pilipinas, Amping ta. Thank you very much.